Well, now that the Congressman's introduced himself, I guess we can just go right to questions. Folks, my name is Bill Ryan. Some of you, I think, a fair amount of you probably know me, I'm a former selectman in town. I want to introduce Dave Madden, who's our previous mayor, a dear friend who ended my public career, you might say, for which I'm ever thankful. First of all, I can't thank you enough, all of you enough, for coming out. I think we all recognize what an important race this is, and quite frankly, what an important opportunity it is. And I want to talk to you just a second about why I'm so strongly supportive of my Capuano, why I think this is so important, especially for a lot of folks that I see here who share many of the same values and quite frankly, liberal progressive convictions that we do. Legislative processes, and I don't care if it's the Congress or the Senate or the State House or wherever it is, lend themselves to two types of people. People who push a process or people who are pushed by a process. That's, any legislator you meet is going to fit one of those two things. Regrettably, most of them, an awful lot of them, fit the model of being pushed by a process. Those rare few who are able to push a process and advance a process do so because they have a very strong moral compass, very, very strong moral courage. The types of people who are able to take stands, when it isn't always popular, against the Patriot Act before it was popular to be against the Patriot Act, for gay marriage before it was popular to be for gay marriage. I'm like one of his Democratic opponents, which I can mention, but won't go any further than that. I might. Feel free to. Consistently against the death penalty, no waffling, no anything like that. One office you're running for it, you think you need to be for it, another office you're running against it. Mike Capuano has always been against it. And it's those things that give you a moral center that make you an incredible legislator that can push a process as opposed to being pushed by a process. Some people who are pushed by that process, you know, they can be okay and they can be adequate and they can represent, but they don't usually make a mark on an institution. And especially when we think about this being the seat that was held by Ted Kennedy and keeping that type of a voice and that type of a presence and that type of a force, it's so important. And I urge all of you, please, so important to elect Mike Capuano your next United States Senator. So, Congressman, welcome to Weymouth. It's a pleasure.
I'll tell you right now, buddy, I'm going to use that the next time. I like it. And I'm not going to give you an ounce of attribution.